Hello, welcome to Lunar Chat with Liz Whitacre of Divination Station. That's me. Today, I want to talk a little bit about the February full moon, which is called the snow moon, okay, for fairly obvious reasons. In the Northeast, where I am, Buffalo, New York, February is one of the snowiest months. It is typically heavy snowfall in February, and it's pretty much one of the snowiest months of the year. So, snow moon. It's also known as the bald eagle moon or the eagle moon. It's known as bear moon, raccoon moon, groundhog moon. And that's because you see these animals coming out, they're hungry, and you kind of see them poking around to see if spring has sprung yet. Um, Another theme for the month, the moon's name in different indigenous cultures here is the Cherokee named the bony moon or the hungry moon. Okay, and that is, of course, because food is scarce at this time. Again, you see the animals poking out because they have they're kind of getting the cues that spring is on its way. It's just not quite here yet. So that is the February full moon. Astrology wise, so the sun is still in Pisces. So we have that really deep, we have that really deep intuitive sense, empathy. February is also when a lot of people, especially in those snowier climates, start to get really kind of antsy for the springtime. Okay. So we kind of get a little bit edgier. We're a little bit antsy for the springtime. So Virgo moon is today, February 27th. Saturn is also square Uranus. So making or dealing with difficult changes, okay? Saturn is right, it's karma, it's tough. Karma, or Saturn, is the difficult, sticky decisions that we have to make. And Uranus is all about change. So we may have to make some decisions about things that kind of feel hard, and we might not want to do them. This is a full moon to free yourself of things that are no longer your responsibility. Okay, so that can, that's a big Virgo thing, right? Responsibility. Full moons are all about letting go and releasing. Okay, so we want to reflect on that, and what are we releasing? What's going to wane as the moon wanes? Things are blocking us from our higher self. We have the strength to clear those blocks if we listen to our intuition. Okay, so that's where the Pisces is going to come in. Listen to the truth of our intuition. Okay, what wisdom is there in our intuition? So think about those blocks. Is it lifestyle change or lifestyle decisions that aren't for our highest and best? Is it self-doubt, self-sabotage? Is it something inside? Let this full moon kind of release that. I was driving out. I went to my parents today. I grew up in the country. So as I was driving, I caught a glimpse of this beautiful full moon. It was a really gorgeous, like orangey yellow color. It was a little before 7, and then the clouds kind of covered it, and I couldn't see it again until I got closer to the city, which, of course, it was a little less spectacular out here. But it was really nice to catch that glimpse. So along the lines of that self-sabotage and those things, Virgo can be hypercritical. So be sure, as you are reviewing on this full moon that you're not being overly critical of yourself. It's okay to not be perfect. We're not really expected to be perfect, except from ourselves, right? We're almost always our biggest critics. And Virgo, if you have Virgo really anywhere in the big kind of personality planets, you may feel this quite a bit right now. We may not always think about Virgo being able to connect to our higher self and our strength because of that hypercriticalness. But Virgo, and this is a little bit about the Virgin goddess, didn't need a partner. Okay, she was whole and complete in her own right, and I did get this from the interwebs. She carried the strength of all she needed to live a whole, hearty, happy life on her own. She was connected to her higher self without external influence, and was really able to ground herself in that ability. What else did I want to talk about here? Okay, so again, this full moon, make sure you are looking at your relationship with yourself. Okay, don't be hypercritical. Allow yourself some wiggle room, especially if you're balancing work and home right now. Virgo wants to be very hyper organized. And if you're feeling this drive to really declutter and organize everything, that's great. Just don't take on like huge tasks at a time. Okay. And that kind of brings me to the ritual of this month. I like to talk about a monthly ritual for the full moon. So this month, what I really wanted to look at is kind of a combination of kind of Virgo tendencies, spring cleaning, Ostara. We passed Imbolc. Imbolc on the kind of the pagan calendar is mid-spring, anywhere, the midpoint between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. So Ostara is really when we want to spring clean, right? It's the spring equinox, and that's when we start to want to open our windows and really kind of get the baseboards clean, right? This full moon is a great time again to carry on that almost planning feel of what am I going to do? What are my priorities for spring cleaning? Start with one room, okay? Find a room that needs the most work, figure that out. And this is prioritizing, right? You can go through, delete your junk mail if you have like, sorry, if you have 50,000 emails hanging around your inbox, maybe go through them. That can be a task that isn't too physically taxing. Organize bookshelves, organize record collections, alphabetize or kind of revitalize your organization system. And decluttering, okay? You can declutter as well. If you're I'm part of a Buy Nothing group. I love this group. It's like a hyper localized kind of local economy. Basically, if I don't want something anymore, instead of donating it to Salvation Army or AMVETS or anything like that, where you're really not sure what happens to anything, you can put it up and someone in your neighborhood might need that thing. Like, I haven't used this blender in years. You put it up and someone's like, I need a blender. And that's how it works. Okay, so go through and, kind of declutter that way. Make sure the things that you are giving go to a home that needs them. You can do some meditation, right? Full moon meditations are great. On my Witchy Wednesday this past week, I talked about color visualization. Maybe try that out. Do green and blue, right? Green for Virgo and blue for Pisces. So kind of do those, walk through those what those colors do, the peace, that heart center, the throat center, and really feel those colors. Okay. Um, Herbs of this full moon, lemon balm, peppermint, valerian, passion flower, all sorts of like calming, soothing, really good ways to self-soothe in these tough, this tough, cold February month. So detoxify your cleaning products before you do your spring cleaning. Really look at uh, what you're cleaning with. Are you using, do you have toxic chemicals hanging around? I don't like to use bleach because it makes my lungs burn. I hate using bleach. I know it cleans well and it kills germs and all that, but I don't like to use bleach. I like baking soda. I like vinegar, lemon juice, anything like that. So the ritual for this full moon is to relax with some peppermint tea, detoxify your cleaning products, and really kind of do some meditation and do some planning on how you're going to reset for spring. Okay, kind of clearing out that stagnant energy. Have that ritual bath, peppermint tea, anything like that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you for watching my Lunar Chat. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment down there. If you are watching this on YouTube, give me a subscribe, comment on this, like the video. If you are watching it through Facebook, again, like the page, Divination Station, and you can join my group if you like to. Okay, bye.